Hey guys, and welcome to another great episode of How to Build in Minecraft. Anyway, today we're going to be building a couple things. We're going to start off with building a tree farm. And now, I know what you're thinking. Trees, you can plant them literally anywhere and you can have a tree farm. But it's kind of nice to have a designated place that has a tree farm that not only catches trees, but it also catches the mines where you can mine the wood, but it also catches all the saplings and all of your apples that happen to fall from the trees. Now, you can only do this with really one or two kinds of trees. I think the dark oak and the regular oak trees. But we're going to be doing with oak trees because the dark oak trees end up being a little more challenging to do just due to space. So we're going to set up right over here along our little, what looks like a runway, I guess, for airplanes. Maybe we'll build an airplane one day. I don't know. Anyway, so I asked a few people what a good material to use this time around because we've been using a bunch of random materials lately. And I was told, how about some clay and some ice and packed snow, or packed ice and some snow? I said, sure, why not? That sounds wonderful. So we're going to start off with well, let's go ahead and break that. Why did that give me a dirt? Oh, there was a dirt block inside. That's why. Let's start off with building our border. Now, I think, hold on a second, if I'm not mistaken, if I put water inside of snow, it won't melt it, right? So let me test this out really quick before I start building something and then end up ruining it because it melted. Yeah, I think we're gonna be good. Okay, so it's not gonna melt due to that. Now, will it melt with light source? I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna be using a different kind of light source in areas that are not going to be the border of our tree farm. So let's go ahead and fill this. Hold on a second. Go ahead and do that. And we'll start our tree farm a little bit away from the edge. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to build a border first and foremost. And then we're going to need to layer the backside where we're going to be, the trees are going to be going in this this direction here. And this needs to be in an odd number, only because of the way the water is going to flow. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go with 7. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then this is going to be the border again. So what's going to happen is we're going to have a total of 13 place settings for trees. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And what's going to happen here is we're going to, well, first we're going to lay some snow down here. And I think we're going to need some torches. And I didn't grab those yet. And I'm pretty positive torches don't melt snow. But let me test just in case if that's the case here. Because I don't want to have a bunch of melted blocks of water everywhere. So that's going to be kind of like our, you know what, I'm going to move it over a little bit. If that's the case, I'm going to end up having to rebuild this out of something else. I really do want to build this out of snow only because of, again, different random materials. And if you can hear a grinding sound in the backyard, my power supply to my Xbox 360 is making the most ridiculous amounts of noise, and it sounds like a jet engine is about to take off. That being said, let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to lay water out right about here, all across the back end of this section here. And then we're going to need dirt. Dirt is going to cover over our back end as well, right over here. So we're going to put dirt along there, and that's where the trees are going to be growing as far as the medium for them to grow on. Kind of like you can't grow trees on snow. So yeah, so we're going to need to lay this dirt out to grow the trees on top of them. We're going to grow them side by side because oak trees you can grow literally side by side on these on dirt. Okay, so we're gonna need to use some of these this oak fence gate here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and we're gonna place these 3 blocks of water away from this dirt right here. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, all the way across, right? And what we're gonna want to do is we're going to open these up. This allows the items to fall through, and you'll see what I mean by that in just a moment. This is going to be the channel that's going to be flowing underneath in order to catch the the tree parts that are falling. That includes the saplings and the apples. So I'm going to want to do this a few times. So I'm not going to build a really massive one. I'm going to build one about 3 tiers. So it'll be 1 tier here, another here in the center, and another one at the very end over here. So I'm going to make this go out a ways until I realize that it's going to be big enough. And you can make this thing as big as you want and as wide as you want, as long as, like I said, this direction here has to be an odd number, only because that's where the water needs to meet up somewhere in the center. So again, we're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and then here is going to be another water source. So we're going to run water all the way down, just like this. So it's solid across the top again, and we're going to do another layer of dirt. We're going to run this all the way across the top just like this. Now, this would be really actually very, very simple to build in survival mode. And see how these fence gates are stopping the water? We're going to do the same thing over here. So we're going to go 1 block, 2 block, 3 block, and we're going to lay fence gate all the way down just like so. And then we're going to do the same thing for our last go as well. We're going to, so this is going to be our last block here. We're going to go 1, 2, and 3, and then this is going to be our water source. So this is going to be the back wall right over here. We're going to stop it right there, and we can get rid of this extra stuff right here. Now, it doesn't look like that block over there that I set up as a test block of snow is going to melt from the light source. So that's good. So we can actually continue using the snow, and I don't have to worry about replacing it with anything different. Okay, so we have our basic structure here. Let me lay the last set of dirt down. Okay, and there you go. And let me go ahead and clear that last block out right there. Okay, so the other thing we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to lay light source down. We're going to do one every 4th block. So we're going to do 1, skip 2, then there, and then there. And we're going to do that on both sides of this center one here. Any of the ones that are in the middle, you're going to want light source on both sides, only to make sure that there is enough light in the area for one for baddies and one for the trees to spawn in case we end up enclosing this in something. And you can build this into a hillside, on flat land, wherever you really want to. Oh, I don't need to put torches here. Oops. Wherever you really want to, quite honestly. Okay, so that's going to be the basic portion of our tree farm. Now, they're going to both kind of go underground right here. So I'm going to go like this. So this is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go down 1, 2, and I'm going to go and remove the dirt directly underneath these fence gate, right? And the reason why I'm doing that is so I could direct the material that is falling. It's got to go somewhere. It can't just go to the edge right there and then stop. It needs to actually go somewhere. So we're going to make it go towards the center here. Oh, luckily I can fly right through that. And why do those fence gates close? Did I not open this side up? And, oh yeah, I only opened that side up. Okay, that's fine. So let's go ahead and open these up, because it won't let material fall if these are closed. Even though they're on their side, it's not going to let them fall even from the top side if they are closed. So we're going to direct all these items in this direction here. And then this is our center right here, being right there. Okay, so we don't want to break that block down, but we want to break down 1 block here. And we're going to go down until we get to this section here. This is where we're going to make them go under. So we're going to go 4 blocks in from our center. And we're going to go, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, and here's 4. And then we're going to make them kind of go out to the side over here so we have a collection area. And we're going to do the same thing here. We've already got, this is our 4th block, so it's going to go 1, 2, and 3, just like that. And then we're going to go to this side and mimic what we did over there. So I think I can break blocks without, yeah, I can, okay. Sometimes I accidentally, ooh, just like that. See what I'm saying? So it's better to go from underground, I think, than it is to try to break them from up here, because you chance doing that. Now, in survival, it'll be a little more tricky, so you'll probably have a better chance of not breaking things with a one quick felt swoop like I just did, and that's good. it makes for a better build when you're in survival, because a single strike like I just did right now could damage your whole works. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna lay this. Why is? Oh, did I go to? Oh, I went through that. That's where I came in. Duh. Okay, so I'm gonna fill this in actually because I don't need that. Okay, so I'm gonna go put one block there. I'm gonna put one block there, and I'm gonna put a source water block right there. Hi, Cal. You're gonna come join me? Hi. Moo. But you're in my way, dude. Seriously? I'm gonna have to get rid of you somehow because you are like totally in my way. Okay. I'm sorry, Cal. I have to do this to you, but yeah. Turn your eyes, guys. Sorry. Bye, Cal. You're somebody's dinner. Anyway, so we're going to keep laying water right there, and then this is going to actually flow all the way to the center over here, like this. Okay, so that's going to flow to there. So we're going to do the same thing over on this side, and we're going to lay dirt down just like this, and it makes the water carry over the same exact way we did over there. So now it's going underground over here, and it's carrying through in this direction here. So this and this are going to come together exactly the same like we just did on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and do my water source again, and I will go ahead and put dirt down all the way up until one block before, just like that. And that kind of gives it a channel where all the items are going to funnel down into this hole right here. Okay, so we're going to fill this in where we came in at, right? Because we don't want that. So we're going to put in one water source there, and we're going to do this bit again, and that should do it. So now all the items will be going from that side and from that side. Oh, wow, that looks awkward. Why does that look different than this side? Oh, because I think we broke down. No? It's one block over there, and it's one block over here. That looks strange. Anyway, nevertheless, what we're going to do is we're going to go out. So we have 7 blocks total, right? So this is our 7th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then this is going to be the wall. And this is going to be the outside world right here. At least it should be. Okay, that's good. Okay, so, and remember, water travels every 7 blocks, right? I mean, every 8th block, it drops down 1. So what we could do, really, is put a block there, and this should carry it a little bit further over here, but it's really not doing that, is it? Let's see. Okay, it's at least mimicking on both sides now, and it's going a little bit further. So what we could do is put one block there and put one block there, and this brings it a little bit closer over here. And what we could do is we could drop this over here, and we could drop this down 1. And what that's going to do is going to bring the water all the way to the end over here, right? So what I'm going to do temporarily is I'm going to block this off right about, let's say here, just to have a space to put our hopper in. So we're going to put 2 hoppers in, and they're both going to face a double chest. And that's how we're going to basically access our stuff. So we're going to do a staircase out like so, like that. And we're going to put a double chest, which is going to be right there, essentially. We're going to put, we'll do one there, and we're going to do a hopper, and you're going to crouch, and you're going to point a hopper into that. Oops, we got to back up a little bit. Into that, and I'm going to have to fly a little bit. Let me see if I can do it over here. Crouch, and, oh, no. I hate this view. Okay, up here. So I'm going to block it off a little bit further down. How about there? How about there? Okay. Okay, so we're going to block it a little bit further down just so I can crouch and I could place this other hopper here. And the reason why I have 2 hoppers is sometimes items will travel up and over, and we really don't want it to do that. So we're just doing the 2 hopper deal for that purpose alone. No other real reason. So we can put another gate there, and that will kind of stop, oops, just the one, and that will stop the water from going any further. Okay, so now I can get out of here. So this is our way down. This is where all of our stuff will get caught, and it'll stop right there. If I open this gate up, it won't really do anything. It'll just kind of do whatever. I mean, I could put a sign there too if I wanted to, and it looks a lot cleaner than a gate. Let me show you what I mean. I can remove this because the water is going to go up and over right now. So I can put a sign there and just put nothing on it, and that will keep it from the water going any further right there. So I can still access my chest with items coming from the tree farm. So now what I need to do is I need to stop this from growing too tall. So I'm going to do 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And this is going to keep our tree height nice and average across the board. So they're not going to get too carried away as far as height goes. So we're going to go the same thing on this side. Let's finish this side up. Let me finish these up and I'll get right back to you. Okay, so that's basically the gist of your tree farm right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put gates up right here so animals don't hop up there, because that can be a nuisance sometimes. But if you want to do something differently than that, that's fine as well. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put little gates right here. That way you can get in and out of the tree farm. It's only gonna be 2 blocks tall. Just so we have a stepping stone. And what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to probably put a set of stairs in. We'll use quartz because it matches the snow very nicely. And we can do it like that, right? So that's what we're going to do as far as the actual tree farm itself. I'm going to go ahead and, oops. Okay. And I'm going to break that there. I'm going to put a staircase there. Now this one is a little bit tricky. You're gonna have to hop in a little bit at an angle, but we can just kind of do like this. Oops. We can kind of do something like this and this, so you can hop up into this one here. So we'll still do the gate over here like so. And this one here is going to be a little bit funny as well because it has to be, I think it will look better if I did this. Okay, so that's fine there. That way we have a way in and out of our tree farm, that is. Okay, so I'm going to kind of decorate it a little bit just so it looks nice. I would normally want to enclose this entirely, only because I think it would look better as like a great big greenhouse than it does this weird outside thing. But let me show you what I'm going to do as soon as I'm done here. All right, guys, so this is basically what I've done here. And like I said, I would normally enclose it. Hi, Liam. Liam's here joining me. So this is basically what's going to happen here. Here, I can bone meal a couple of these and show you what I mean by collecting items as far as the tree farm goes. So I can go and grab our good old bone meal here and bone meal these trees, and they will grow up nice and healthy. All right, guys, so what I realized too really quick while I was bone mealing these is that these don't need to be, these have to have a 6 spacing. So this top block has to be 7 blocks from the very bottom. So it won't grow if you don't have less than 6 open spaces for a tree to grow. You have to have a 6 space between the dirt and the top beam in order for them to grow. And you'll see these will grow right next to each other, as most of you guys probably already know this. You can do that with some trees. Not all trees will work. See, not all trees drop apples. So this is going to be the best use for getting apples. So anyway, so what I could show you here is that when we start chopping here, let me go ahead and go into game mode 0. Oh, let me grab an axe. Hold on a second. Let's grab this axe here and let's go into game mode 0 here. Game mode 0, I mean, by that I mean survival mode, guys. So sorry, it's a PC thing. Okay, so we can go ahead and start chopping down these trees right here. Now it's not fully automated because, well, you still have to chop down the trees. I mean, there is automated ways, but they're nowhere remotely close to being as simple as this method here by any means. Okay, so right now we are just kind of chopping the wood down, and then the rest of the stuff is going to start to deteriorate on its own. So the leaves will start to decay, and everything is going to start to fall all by itself. So we're going to be sitting here collecting stuff. The other ones I have seen built like this, you have to go down and collect them yourself. Now this you can kind of sit here and dig away, because remember, things despawn after 5 minutes. Well, with this farm here, you don't have to worry about that much, because everything collects into the chest at the bottom there. So if stuff falls into the water, it's not a big deal. It'll just collect at the bottom in the chest over there. See, I'm gonna I'll let some of these logs even fall into the chest, not into my inventory at least. And that one's not gonna let me go, but that's why you want to limit the height of the trees, because you don't want to have to build something in order to get some of these top pieces of wood. All right, so let's go see our chest here, see if anything has fallen in yet. And there you go. So we've got 2 eggs, because there's a chicken in there. And I'm going to teach you guys how to make a chicken farm, an egg farm actually, without killing chickens in a little bit as well. It's pretty much the same method. It's just a lot smaller footprint. So we've got some saplings, we've got some oak wood, and we got a few apples here. And this thing will yield as many bits of material as you want it to yield, depending on how big you want to build it and how much you want to what do you call it, to chop down wood. So it's nice and tight, for the sense that if you don't want trees all around you in a big old giant forest, this makes a great little farm for trees. And if you encase it in glass and other things, it'll look like an awesome greenhouse for your trees. And I think they look really, really nice. I think it works really, really well. And I'm going to actually build one of these in my Epic world, because it's going to look a lot different than this, obviously. I'd make it a little nicer looking. This is just really, really rudimentary and broken down, so I could show you guys how to build it. But yeah, again, so I hope you guys like this. It's a pretty basic build. The only materials you really need are whatever stone you're going to use up there, a couple chests, and a hopper. You can use 2 hoppers like I did, or you can just use 1. It's not a big deal. You'll need a lot of gates. Those are going to be the only thing that's going to be the most expensive in the sense of material, because it's going to require a lot of material to make those. The iron to make the hopper is pretty easy to get, and you don't need very many of them. So
but you also need a chest.
The chest, again, that's just part of the wood. So, and that's why we're making these, so we can get as much wood as we need all the time, instead of having to go to a forest and hunt for them. And you can use this for any kind of wood that you really want. Only if you want apples, you're going to use oak or dark oak trees in order to do that. You're not going to use anything else. You can use shears, and you can chop down all these leaves as well if you wanted to, and the leaves will fall in and collect the same way. Like, throw this bone meal in there, and it will make its way all the way down to my chest. I mean, anything that's going to fall in that water is going to eventually make its way to this chest. So if I just sit here for a second, you're going to see it pop up. It's going to make its way down here. You can actually probably see it come down the waterways eventually as it makes its way to the chest. Do I see it? There's a sapling right there. Hi, sapling. And then it goes right into the hopper, and eventually you're going to see that bone meal as well. Oh, there it is. It's already in there. I didn't even see it fall in. Anyways, this is just, like I said, a rough way of making this. You can make it literally however you want to, and make it as big as you want to. This is just a way for me to show you guys how to build this cool tree farm. And this is our little sample here, and it seemed to work out for us because I really wanted to use the snow. So let me go ahead and go back into game mode 1 and get rid of this stuff here. And let's get to our next build. If you guys like this video, let me know by smashing that like button as hard as you can down below with your tree farm fist, your green thumb. And if you're at all new to our channel, please click that subscribe button down below, dudes. It helps us out a great deal, and it also lets you guys know when we upload our daily video, or videos for that matter. Anyways, dudes, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, see ya!